Okay, so I'm going to pick back up from where I was earlier when I was at Duke Raleigh trying to get my lab. So I was walking to the third building. I had already gone to the first building. They sent me to the main hospital to get labs, and then the main hospital sent me over to the building that's on the end, on the corner, to get labs. So I go in there, and after I go up to the second floor where the labs are to be done, the lady there was just like, "Are you having surgery?" And I said, "No." She was like, "Oh, we only do labs for surgery." So of course I am now a bit bothered, but I can't be frustrated with her. She didn't do anything wrong. So I said, well, okay. So I came in this morning. I went to oncology lab, and they told me that the appointment was incorrect. And based on how it was in the computer, I was to go to the main building. And they directed me to where I was supposed to go. So I went to the main building. Main building told me, no, we don't even do labs in the main building. That I'm supposed to come to this building, which is now what I understand to be MOB. MOB only, and you're telling me no. And so she said, well, let me get someone to look into this for you. So I'm not not rude at all to her, because she coming in on tail end and she's trying to help me. So she's looking to it. She was like, no. She said, well, did you go to oncology? I said, that's where I started. So she said, you have to go back there. And I was like, okay. I was like, can you call them? I said, because I don't want to walk back over there and they tell me, no, you got to go somewhere else. And, we're just running around in circles, because I had treatment on last Monday. My legs are hurting, and I don't mind walking because I could use the exercise, except for I don't really feel well. So if we could make certain that they know what to do. She said, yeah, absolutely. So she got someone to do all the calling and all of that. And so I walk back over. And when I get back over, I get this very, very unkind, we're going to call her what it is, rude young lady. And so she says, would you say I help you? And I said, yes. I said, I was here about 30 to 45 minutes ago, and the person who assisted me is not available, but I have a lab appointment, and I was directed to go to the main hospital, and I went there, and then the main hospital sent me over to the building over there, and they're sending me back saying that I'm supposed to be here in oncology to get my labs done. Well, we can't do it. And I said, well, first she looked in the computer. She wasn't saying anything to me. Then she started talking to somebody else. And then she was like, we can't do it. And she said, you're not supposed to be here. And I said, well, that's how I was directed. And she was like, but you don't even come here. And I said, no, I've been here several times before. She said, no, you haven't. I said, well, the last person I spoke with said that she could see that I'd been here on the 10th. She said, no, you weren't. You were in Durham on the 10th. And I said, okay, I apologize. I'm just regurgitating information. I wasn't looking at the records. I'm just telling you what the young lady just shared with me. I don't know what your records indicate. I don't remember the dates. I've been to so many doctors in the last few days, last few weeks, last few months. I don't know. And so she's really, really nasty. And so she called somebody, or I don't know how it happened that somebody from a lab technician comes out. And so she was like, oh, I've helped her before. She was like, well, she's not supposed to be here. Really nasty. And so she keeps going on and on about how I'm not supposed to be there and here. And she's like, she doesn't even come to this office, and she shouldn't be here, and she's never been here before. And so the lab tech says, oh, I remember her. I've drawn her before. She said, in fact, I've drawn her several times. So I said, yeah, I tried to tell her that I've been here before, but she insists that I haven't. And so she is really, really, like really nasty. And so she was just like, well, we don't do this and this and this. And so the lab tech said, well, no, we will do all Duke cancer patients if it's just labs only. And she was like, well, I mean, what am I supposed to do? And so she was like, well, we're going to see her, but we just have to have an order. And so I explained what the lady had already told me. They were going to resubmit the order and all those kinds of things. So she said, okay, so you already talked to someone? I said, yes. And so then she says, so she said, well, we're going to go ahead and see her, but we just have to make sure the order's in. And so she was like, well, I was told that we can't do that. And she said, well, no, we see all Duke patients, especially Duke cancer patients, because we are, for labs, this is an oncology. This is, so she said, well, in the meeting we just had, they said that we don't do this. It's really nasty. And so then the girl said, the lab technician said, well, yes, we do. And she was just like, well, what do you want me to do? And she said, I want you to change your attitude. So I was just like, I thought that was hilarious, but I didn't respond. I was just sitting there because I was just thinking, I cannot believe that we are coming in. We, the patients, are coming in. We paying you because we do patients. We not anybody. I don't know if anybody's coming in for free, but I pay for insurance. We pay for insurance, so we're coming in there and I was not rude at all. And in fact, I apologized for the inconvenience that I was causing her. And so she said, it's just really nasty. And so anyhow, I thought it was hilarious that the girl said, you're going to check your attitude, you're going to change your attitude, and then you're going to register her. And so I said, well, here's what I'll do. I'll call the triage nurse at Duke in Durham and get them to resubmit the order for today, and then that way you can process it properly. And so I said, so I'll just go and sit until the order comes in. She's like, okay, this is what the lab technician. She said, okay, well, let me give you the number and have her call the lab directly. And so she was so just nasty. And I'm thinking, oncology patients, we are all fighting a battle, and you never know what stage we're in and what we're facing. But what you do know is that we're all dealing with cancer on top of our day-to-day issues. So you don't know what we just woke up to, and you're going to bring in poo-poo? What? You don't know what I just dealt with this morning, but I came in here with a pleasant attitude nonetheless. I didn't treat you like what you were treating me like. Bye, Felicia. So that was what I just dealt with, and I was none too happy. But I got it all done, got it all taken care of, and I did get her picture. But I wasn't going to report her, but I think at this point I am going to report her, because not just because of the way I was treated, but surely I wasn't the only one who was treated like that, because I was nice. And even at the end of it all, I said, I do apologize that I created such a difficult situation for you. I came in, I was told I had an appointment, so I came in and I said I have an appointment. And so she was like, well, don't worry about it. Are you kidding me? I'm apologizing for you acting like a clown, and you're going to tell me not to worry about it? So no longer bye, Felicia. I hear the new is bye, Stacy. Talk to y'all later.